So here with world famous Guy, everybody knows him for food. So how did we get into cigars?
All right, so here's the deal. My grandfather smoked Tiparillos and White Owls when I was a kid. And I always loved the smell. Now, either you love the cigar smell or you don't. Right? You're either a fan of it or not. So I was always a fan. So in college, yes, unfortunately, I smoked the one.
We all do.
Okay? But I was always a fan. So then I made a little bit of money. I made $23,200 when I came out of college. Went to UNLV. And I lived in Long Beach and didn't really know anybody. I didn't know anybody. But there was a cigar shop called Churchill's, and I would go there every Monday. It was my only day off. And I would go down, and I didn't make any money, so I just had enough money to buy one cigar. And I would sit there and smoke one cigar, and I smoked something different every week. And Mike, the guy that ran the cigar shop, I just learned about it. I read Paul Gamarian's book about cigars, so I just became this big fan. Built my first humidor, and it was just this ongoing thing. So always a cigar fan. When I got married, I bought myself a double Corona Hoyo de Monterrey. That's still, besides my cigars, my favorite cigar. So I would tell my agents and my managers, I said, I want to have my own cigar company. And like, now, my little sister died of cancer, unfortunately. And there was all kinds of things like, cigars, smoking. I'm like, it's not the same thing. It's not a cigarette.
It's not. I know.
So I got my star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm sitting here with my sons, standing in the rain, Foreigners playing, at my party. It's the greatest moment of my life. And everybody's like, so what do you want to do next? You want to do movies? What do you want to do? And I said, cigars. Just do my goddamn cigars. And I'm like, really? You're still hung up on this? I'm like, yeah. They said, okay, we're all going to sign off. You can do it. Nice. So I really searched out. I didn't want to be a little fish in a big pond. I wanted to be really connected to who I made cigars with, because I got to make them. I'm not signing my name to it.
So there's too many celebrities doing too many different things, and they all say they're vertically integrated in their brands, and that's what I wanted to hear, because I know you actually are.
That's exactly what it is. You can't be a poser. Not in the cigar world. Yeah. All these people know.
They'll know.
Yeah. They know. They'll stick you out.
But they won't.
They'll stick you out in a heartbeat. So I knew about Eric Espinosa. And that's my kind of, I want the guy that's making cigars. My winemaker is a guy named Guy Davis, ironically enough. And Guy and I, we have Hunt Ride Wine, which is after my son's Hunter and Rider. We have Santo Tequila that I make with my buddy Sammy Hagar, the legend. But everything I do, I'm at that age now where I'm not going to bullshit anybody, and I'm not going to bullshit myself. I'm only doing things I love. And it's like coming down here to see you guys. I'm in town on vacation with my family, sure, at CAA, but I know who you are, and I know what you do, and I thought this would be a great time to extend the branch of friendship and say thank you for supporting me. But so the thing is, I met Espinosa. He throws me a lighter, a cutter, and the Lorana, which is one of the greatest cigars in the world, in my opinion. And I throw the cutter back at him, and he's like, I'm like, I don't cut. I take the top off, and he goes, you know Espinosa? He goes, you passed the first test. And that's how it started. 2 years went on where he would send me cigars, and Jack, and who's the greatest guy. We couldn't do this without Jack. Our whole team, by the way, we got an amazing team at Espinosa. And we started to work on the blends. And that's how it is, just organically. And the funny thing was, out of all the things I've been in, all the publications I've been, they said, so what do you want to be, what do you want to do? I said, I want to be on the cover of Cigar Aficionado. So Gabe said, we'd love to do an interview, but we're not going to give you the cover. And I said, that's fine. I appreciate being interviewed. 3 hours we sat there and talked about cigars and went through the litany. My cigar collection is huge. And he said, called me a month and a half later. He said, I read it tomorrow. And I read them the story about who you are in cigars, and we want to put you on the cover. So I'm the first chef ever in history. Well, the funny thing is is the guy that shot it, Jim, the guy that shot the cover for Cigar Aficionado. I brought it. He was at my house doing a commercial just a month ago, and I showed him. I took the cover and had it done in a bronze plaque, and it sits in my house. It's my most prized possession.
Nice.
Because if you're a cigar, if you get it, see this. Here's the thing: when you walk into Fox, everybody takes off their badge of who they are because everybody's the same. You'll sit down with people that drive a truck. Somebody's a doctor. Somebody makes 10 more times money than you. Doesn't matter because when you're smoking a cigar, you're hanging out and you're just amongst your friends.
Experience. It's about the moment.
My wife loves that I smoke cigars because when I smoke a cigar is when I slow down.
Absolutely.
And I mellow. So I want you, and I wish I got. I'm bummed that I just smoked it, but I'll give you this so you know what this is.
Okay.
So I have my own. So we have our cigars. This was the number one. This was in the top 25 last year. Cigar Aficionado, the Habano. But this is mine that we wrap for me. So you got to take that and beautiful. And it's on the back of all my rings. Love it. HMFIC.
Love that. Love that. Well, I look forward to smoking it. So thank you very much for
HMFIC. Head motherfucker in charge.
Be nice to you.
Which you should have your own. I'm going to make you one and send it to you. You need it. HMFIC.